guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aaliyah. I'm so excited for this video today. We are going to be picking my March TBR with this little TBR lemon that I've made. I didn't make the actual lemon. I got this from Target, I think. But I scrapbook and I used my scrapbook papers and I just made a bunch of prompts. Fun fact, this is my first TBR video because I'm in nursing school, so I don't ever have a prediction of how many books I'm going to read in a month. It just is not a thing. It literally varies. Sometimes I'll be able to read 6 books in a month. Sometimes I'm only able to read 2. It really just depends on the month. Last month, I think I read 2 books. I'm in my 4th semester of nursing school and I'm done with the first 8 weeks, which means that I don't have any more school-related things to do. I'm so happy. I just have the next 8 weeks, which are going to be capstone, where we basically follow a nurse and just do their schedule for the next 8 weeks. And I'm very excited for that. It's basically like our little internship in a way, but it gives us a lot of experience. But all that to say, we just won't be in actual school. So I'm gonna have so much more time to read. That's why I'm being very ambitious this month and I'm doing a TBR. I do want to preface this video and say that I am only going to be putting 5 books on my TBR. It's just unrealistic for me to put on a high number since I am still technically in nursing school. I'm still going to be very busy throughout this month. I just thought it would be a great way for me to kind of narrow down my reading and just a way for me to really tackle my physical TBR so then I can buy more books, of course. So you guys can stick with me and see if I end up reading these this month. So you guys know how this works. I'm gonna pick a prompt and then choose a book based on it. This is my physical TBR. I have a bunch of books ranging from romance, fiction, fantasy romance. I have a filler book on my physical TBR that is in place for the Ember and the Ashes book 3 book. It's just Ember and the Ashes book 1. I just put that up there just so I don't forget about it. But this is the only series that I'm in the middle of. Yeah, are you guys proud of me? I don't know how that happened. I think I'm just really good at being like, if I don't like a series, I just won't continue it. I'm not gonna put my all that pressure on myself. Anyway, that's on there. She's over there. Hey girl. All right, enough yapping. Let's pull out the microphone and let's get started. The reason why I'm using this microphone for this portion is because there's gonna be a lot of me going like this and this and this and this, and I film on my phone, so there's just no way you're gonna hear me if I'm talking over here, you know? Let's get our first pick for the month. All right, our first pick is an author that's new to you. There are a lot of authors on this list that are new to me, I will say. I think the only authors that I have read from this list are Chloe Walsh, Sarah J. Maas, Abby Jimenez, Emily Henry, Rebecca Ross, Kiara Cass, Suzanne Collins. That's it? Question mark. I think that's it. Immediately, what books are standing out to me? The Love Hypothesis. I really want to read this. This is a book that has been on my radar for a very long time. I have heard that her writing is pretty funny and quirky and clever, if I'm not mistaken, and that's the type of writing that I'm craving right now. I have found that some of my favorite writing isn't the lyrical, beautiful, poetic writing, which I do love on occasion, but I would say my more favorite is the more realistic, kind of quirky, funny, joking, sarcastic writing, and I have heard that her writing is pretty similar to that. But anyway, that's on my radar. Okay, also, The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson is big on my list. I bought this after one of my nursing school tests as a present to myself because I had heard so many good things about this book. Let's see. Then we have... Okay, I also have... Hello? So I'm also going to say Beartown because I actually started this book back in January and I got a good chunk in. So I wouldn't even say that this was a soft DNF. I DNF'd at halfway, guys. I'm sorry. I really do like this book, but it was just one of those things where it was just the wrong timing for me. I was invested in the story, but I was very busy with school. I wasn't fully absorbed every time I picked it up, so I definitely want to try this again. But I don't know if I would consider this as a new author since I've technically read him, since I've read the first half of it. I'm going to put it back. Maybe we can use this for another prompt. I think another book that stands out to me would be Fireborn. It is a dragon fantasy that I think could be really good by Rosaria Munda. But if I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to choose between all of these, I think I'm going with The Love Hypothesis. I have just really honestly been wanting to read Ali Hazelwood's writing for a really long time. And since I haven't read any of her books, given that she is one of the most popular authors in the world right now, I just think it's time that I go ahead and get into this. And also the fact that it's getting adapted with Lily Reinhart and whoever the main character is. I just think that they're such a cute couple. And I would just love to be able to imagine them as I read this. I love doing that. So I've heard that this is a grumpy sunshine, and honestly, I just really want to get into Ali Hazelwood. So this is going to be my first pick for March. Okay, on to the second pick. A book that might spook you. A book that might be spooky, scary, have you on the edge of your seat. Okay, I got a few mystery here. The thrillers that I have here are The Last Mrs. Parrish by Liv Constantine. I have Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanaugh, and I think this is the one that I'm going to go with, only because this is the oldest mystery thriller that I have on my list, and I just kind of want to tackle my TBR, so I figured I'd go with the one that I've had the longest. So let me read the blurb. One dark evening on New York City's Upper West Side, two strangers meet by chance. Over drinks, Amanda and Wendy realize they have much in common, especially loneliness and the intense desire for revenge against the men who destroyed their families. As they talk into the night, they come up with the perfect plan. If you kill for me, I'll kill for you. In another part of the city, Ruth is home alone when the beautiful brownstone she shares with her husband, Scott, is invaded. She's attacked by a man with piercing blue eyes who disappears into the night. Will Ruth ever be able to feel safe again while the blue-eyed stranger is still out there? As these storylines collide in this Hitchcockian and heart-racing psychological thriller, Kill for Me, Kill for You grips you and doesn't let you go until the shocking conclusion. Okay, that sounds really interesting, and I feel like this can be spooky. Any type of like murder mystery really spooks me out. I'm really easily spooked as well. I do not like anything scary, so thrillers do spook me, surprisingly enough. But anyway, that's my second pick for this month. All right, on to the third prompt. I got fantasy free pick. I'm so excited about this, guys. You already know which one I'm picking. I'm picking it, The Raven Scholar. I want to show you guys some other options that I would have in mind. Some other ones would be The Ember and the Ashes Book 3, just because that is a new series that I want to start. I literally love how I was talking about that I wanted to continue series, and now I'm picking a new book in a series. Yeah, that's just how it goes, okay? An Ember in the Ashes Book 3 I would want to read just because I want to continue that, and I feel like I'm in the mood to continue it. Direbound is another one. Crescent City. Ooh, guys, that's another series that I'm in the middle of. But here's my thought process on Crescent City 3. I have read all of ACOTAR, and I've read book 1 and 2 of Crescent City, and I've read all of Throne of Glass. When the announcement for the next ACOTAR book comes out, I want to completely reread ACOTAR, and then I'm going to reread Crescent City with it. So my thing is like, if I haven't even read Crescent City 3 yet, and I know that soon I'm probably going to do a reread of everything, I might as well just wait and read Crescent City 3 when I just do the reread. Does that make sense? So that's why it's not really on my radar right now. I just want to put that out there. Okay, yeah, this is the only one that's really calling my name as of right now. The Raven Scholar by Antonia Hodgson. I want to read what it's about to you guys because I don't know if this is a popular book on the market right now, but the little that I have heard has very much gained my attention, and I just think it's such a unique concept. I just really want to try it out. Let us fly now to the Empire of Orin, where after 24 years of peace, the reign of Burson the Brusque has come to an end. In the dizzying heat of midsummer, 7 exceptional warriors, thinkers, and strategists compete to replace him. When one of them is murdered, it falls to Nima Kra, the Emperor's brilliant, idiosyncratic high scholar, to find the killer and fight for the throne. Nima believes she is alone, but we are here to help. All she has to do is let us in. If she succeeds, we will win an empire. If she fails, death awaits her, but we won't let that happen. We are the Raven, and we are magnificent. So let me tell you what really sold me about this book and why I really want to read it is because one of the little things on the front says, fiendishly charming and clever. It says that there's a lot of twists and turns. It says that it's unputdownable. It says that it's obsession-worthy characters, thrilling, fun, and shocking mystery, labyrinth of a book, vast and intricate, full of fiendish twists and clever traps with a deeply human heart at its center. It's thrilling, romantic, often tragic, and always funny. Yeah, like, that literally sounds like if you were to write a fantasy book for me, this would be it. And not only that, the magic system is like based on animals in a way. Like maybe not the magic system, but at least the world. I'm not quite sure fully on the actual full magic system of this, but I know that animals have something to do with their magic system in their world. And I'm also like a sucker for animals. I'm a sucker for that type of creativity in a book. So this is definitely going to be on the TBR this month. All right, fourth pick. So the next pick is pick a book from Libby. I just realized my phone is actually recording me, so I can't go on Libby. But I am so truthful when I say all of the books that I get from my Kindle, I rent from the library, and they have ebook copies on the library that I just send over to my Kindle. And that's how I read books on my Kindle. It's my favorite way because I prefer reading books on paper and like having a physical copy of it rather than reading it on my Kindle, but I will read on my Kindle on occasion. So that's why I don't pay for a Kindle Unlimited subscription, because I just feel like it's pointless. I know that's not very money saving of me, but there's something about reading on electronic that just like takes my mind out of the book. So that's my hot take, I guess. I will be sending the third book to my Kindle from Libby. So that I feel like could count as this prompt because I would be getting that from Libby. So that's what I'm going to do for the next prompt. Fifth and final prompt of this month. Okay, we have a book under 350 pages. Okay, this is a good prompt to have. Is The Hunger Games under 250? 350? Oh, sorry. 350. Okay, The Hunger Games is not under 350 pages. Daisy Jones and the Six. I really hope this is because I really want to read this book. I think it is, guys. I'm going to count Daisy Jones and the Six as under 350 because the last pages of the book are just songs. And so it goes over 350, but the actual book itself and like the story itself ends under 350 pages. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that this does count as being under 350 pages. Let me see. I don't think maybe this one. Okay, The Bear and the Nightingale is under 350 pages. This is 312 pages. Taming 7. No. Obviously, I have the powerful novella, but I'm not really feeling that right now. Out of these two, I really want to read Daisy Jones and the Six. So I read The Favorites by Lane Fargo a few months ago, and I fell in love with that book to the point that it gave me an extreme ice dance obsession, and I loved watching the Olympics this year thanks to that book. And so I have heard that Daisy Jones and the Six is very similar to that, not storyline wise, but in the sense of how it's written, and that it's written kind of like a documentary. You're kind of hearing these people be interviewed on their life and their life story. And this is basically about this girl who joins a band, and like there's a lot of drama and a lot of things that go on within this book and within these characters' lives, and it's fun, it's dramatic, I think. It says it's an explosive, dynamite, down and dirty look at a fictional rock band told in an interview style that gives it irresistible surface energy. Say less. I'm actually very, very happy with the picks that I have for this month. Okay, I feel like this is an amazing TBR for me in the time that I am at right now. This is going to be such a fun reading month, and I cannot wait to show you guys what my reviews are. Hopefully I will be able to get to all of these. My dream is to get to all of these. So we have the third book in the Ember and the Ashes series that I downloaded from Libby, Daisy Jones and the Six, The Raven Scholar, Kill for Me, Kill for You, and The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I just have a feeling this is going to be a really good reading month. So you guys should stay tuned and see if I end up reading these books and kind of my thoughts and feelings on these. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week. I will see you in the next video.